Hello and good morning. Not really sure what I'm gonna call this vlog yet. It could either be moving to Berlin, adventure to Berlin, something involving Berlin, but I'm moving to Berlin. Currently, I do live in Tegernsee, Germany, which is like an hour outside of Munich, and I decided that I kind of wanted a bit of a change. I had the opportunity to go home if I wanted. I'm just not exactly meshing with the current family I work for, which is totally fine. It happens sometimes. But I decided that instead of going home, I wanted to see if I can find another job in Germany because my visa that I have is good for an entire year. So I decided to reach out to a couple families. I made this decision on Sunday. And then on Monday, I created a profile on aupairworld.com. If you're interested, I can definitely just literally message me and I can give you information on how to become an au pair. It's so easy. Within a day of creating my profile, I had 6 or 7 families reaching out to me. And I had 5 interviews lined up. And 2 days after, we made the decision that I was going to be finding another family, I had 5 new job offers. So, and then by Wednesday, I had accepted the job. By Thursday, I sent out declining my other jobs, and today is Friday, and today is the day that I move out, which is bittersweet. I told all the kids by this morning. I love this family, and I'm very, very grateful for my time here and for them aiding in my European adventure. Nothing but good words and good thoughts for them. But I have packed up my entire life yet again in these 3 little suitcases. I need to make my bed, write my sister a letter because she's gonna be staying here, and then I'm going to Munich for 2 weeks while I wait for my new job to start, since my family here is going on vacation. So yes, welcome to the vlog. Of course, are we surprised? I have no earthly idea what I'm gonna do in the next 2 weeks. No idea. But it should be fun. Guessing a lot of sunbathing, a little bit of partying, because if we know me, we know that I'm probably gonna go out. Packed a lot of outfits. Very excited about that. And I may sell some of my drawings. You might earn some extra cash for food and clubs and stuff like that. Just kind of finance my trip while I go. So, hope you enjoy. It, of course, will be a shit show, but it'll be an entertaining shit show. So, enjoy the vlog. I got a ride to the train station, and it was like an hour-long train ride. Little fit check for ya. Hi, it's me, inserting myself for a little bit of context for you because, I don't give any context to my videos. So, also, I'm recording this from my apartment in Berlin. I'm living by myself in this beautiful 1-bedroom, and it's chef's kiss in really, really close to one of the city centers. It's amazing. You will be seeing vlogs from Berlin, most definitely. But this is not about Berlin. This is about Munich. So, I got there to the hostel, and I'm getting ready in the hostel. I'm having some drinks, doing my hair, doing my makeup, and this couple walks in from Seattle. We start talking. They're really cool. They're really nice. We eventually decide that we're all going to go get dinner together, so I meet them in the lobby, and we're all going to go try this Mexican food restaurant. And if you know me, you know that I really, really love Mexican food, but Mexican food isn't really a thing in Germany, and so we'll just try it. It wasn't good. But, halfway through our meal, literally, I'm mid-taking a bite of a taco. A disco ball comes down, the lights dim, the music is amps way up. And this man comes around, he starts stamping our hands. He's like, hand. He starts stamping our hands. And halfway through our dinner, it turned into a Latin nightclub. And it was a vibe, it really was. And so we start drinking some more margs, and I convinced them to come to Milch Bar with me, which was recommended by a local that I met on the street earlier that day. So this is the footage from Milch Bar. Quite a good time, quite a fun time. Definitely was there almost every single night that I went out.
in Munich. So this is from my first night in Milchbar. I'm gonna try and do a little voiceover over this, but this is Andrew and Ariana. Love them so much. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for club music again. That's happened twice now. This is Constantine. I also met him that night. He's a trauma surgeon in Munich, and he was super nice, and it was fun hanging out with him. Dance. I don't know, we had a really good time. I think we ended up leaving around 5 or 6 in the morning, but Milchbar was pretty fun, except for these crazy flashing lights that would just like blast your face. It was good. Forward to the next day, I ended up sleeping most of the day and just like exploring the city on foot for a while. And then one of my very, very close friends who just moved back to London, Nina, wanted to go to our very last Volksfest together. I don't know if I've really talked about Volksfest on here, but it's basically a forest festival. And this one was actually really fun. So you like wear your dirndl, get ready, you know, have some drinks, have some beer, have some wine, have some food there, listen to music. It's a really good time. It's a very traditional Bavarian thing. It's just like what the villages do, and a lot of people from like Munich and stuff come. It's quite popular here in Germany, especially in the summers. But because I was in between jobs, I no longer had access to my old dirndl. So I just wore a skirt and a crop top, and ended up absolutely trashing the white crop top. I don't know why I thought that'd be a good idea, as clumsy as I am. But this is us going to Volksfest. Oh, wait, my camera. So I'm with Nina. We're gonna go to Valfest. She's dressed... I'm
double parked.
She's dressed for the occasion. I'm dressed for a situation. I have no words. But it's in a forest. Fit check.
So my dirndl is for my host mum. It cost her €700. That's as much as I know when she bought it. And apparently, when she bought it about 25 years ago, there was a celebrity on the cover of the magazine wearing the same dirndl.
Really?
Yeah.
She's so cool like that.
I know. And now I feel really awkward wearing it. One time I ripped it.
We're not gonna talk about it. Ciao.
I don't have any of those. Keep your eye out for Sophia.
That's a lot of people. So this is Volksfest. You can see everyone dressed in their traditional Bavarian wear. It kind of looks like you kind of step back in time. There's a lot of traditional dancing, and it was such a nice evening. It was perfect weather. Just having a little bit of wine and enjoying the traditional whippings thing.
Go buy some
I'm not really sure. You'll see it.
No,
You'll
it
see
tastes
it.
like.
I've never seen anything quite like this in all of my days.
I always see this boy doing it. So cute.
He's really cute. Oh, he's adorable. Do you want to take
So this is kind of when all the kids go home and like all the adults kind of stay and party. I ended up getting almost an entire glass of red wine spilled all over the front of my shirt. So I turned my shirt around, and what the back of me looks like, that's none of my goddamn business. So it gets pretty fun. You can see that everyone starts kind of having a good time. The lights come on, and it's just like the perfect thing for a nice summer evening. But it was so crowded, literally shoulder to shoulder, but we still had a really good time. So as transparent as I try to be in my vlogs and my adventures and everything, I can't really go into too much detail on where we are, how we got there, but basically ended up, I don't even know how far we walked. We were leaving the Volksfest. We met a whole bunch of people that we knew through our now previous employers, but we ended up walking, oh gosh, what was it? Probably like 3 miles to this club, and we literally got there 5 minutes after they stopped letting people in. I think we got there at like 4 a.m. or so. And so we ran upstairs, we snuck in, ran upstairs, used the restroom, and then ended up staying at a family friend's house. And it was just, the rest of the evening was just truthfully a shit show, and I can't really talk too much about it. But yeah, it was a good time. Definitely drank a little bit more than we should have, but you know, it was an experience, and it was a great last Volksfest. So this is us talking about our separate experiences to and from the club in the kitchen. Just girl talk. This is the next morning. I slept like trash this evening. I'm really not gonna lie, but at least we had somewhere safe to sleep. We woke up around, like 9 or so. So we're running on like literally 3-4 hours of sleep, and had some coffee with the family and left.
Morning. I can't see.
What is happening?
People are gonna know we're at the fridge. You've got a shit. Oh,
Oh, it's fun. We were not able to get a ride home in the morning from the people whose house we stayed up. So we had to literally walk like 2-3 villages over in order to get back to Nina's house, because I was staying in the hostel and we couldn't stay at the house I used to stay at anymore. So we had to walk, and neither of us had a car because she no longer had her car, and neither did I. So we literally had to walk. I don't even know how many miles we walked. It was insane. We were taking a train, we were taking a bus, we were walking off this hangover. We had to go to the gym and cancel my membership, and I had to see people that I knew looking like an absolute human trash monster. It was just very eventful. Ended up paying 30 euros for lunch at a very expensive traditional Bavarian restaurant because we were starving. I think we started our journey at like 10. And I think we got back at like 4 to Nina's. So this is that walk. We literally spent our entire Sunday basically walking home.
that is so gonna fall.
Business in the front.
I know. I can't even
Party.
see it.
Party in the back.
I know. Oh, it's about to come. Yeah. You know. Stop it. You know, we could be going to Valfest. This is the right direction.
Oh, now we're going in the right direction. Amazing. I think we've literally walked the distance of the entire lake at this point. Truthfully.
Why are we still? I forgot that we even got the train.
Why did we? Why even did we? Can you imagine that walk though? Look at this pupper. Anyways, this has literally been our entire Sunday. Are you enjoying your day off?
So, yeah, my day off has been spent doing the walk of shame in a dandle.
These clips are so sporadic, so I apologize. I'm trying my best to remember the events of these 2 weeks and what happened when, but I ended up staying at Nina's until like 7, tried to catch one of the last trains back to Munich, and there were so many people coming back from the Volksfest from the villages back to Munich that the trains were so overcrowded. There's people sitting on the floors. I was sitting in a seat for like half an hour waiting for the train to start, and this woman came over and she was like, I was sitting there first. And then she threatened to call the cops on me. So I had to sit very uncomfortably for what turned into an hour 45 train ride. It was just, and there was no air conditioning, and it was so hot, and I was still trying to, just not feeling the best from the day before or the night before. So yeah, but I finally got back, and then I took a little quick nap. And I got ready, and I went out again to the hostel next door, made some friends. I think this next clip is us having shots together. So.
Like what? Cheers.
Gross. Good God. That is the only clip that I have from that night. Surprise, surprise. But the next day I decided to take a little stroll and go to the English Gardens. I'm spending the day at the English Gardens because it's lovely out. And I just met some really nice guys from London that are living in Prague. And they were just hanging out for like an hour or 2 hours before they caught their train. And I was this close to going with them. They're like, you should come. You can stay with us. These twin brothers from London. And I almost went. And then they told me that the bus was 30 euro there, 30 euro back. And I said, that's like half of my food budget. So no. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. This was absolutely breathtaking. I just stumbled upon it on my walk. Ended up walking up and down the river for a while, laid down, took a nap and tanned in the sun. It was just so beautiful. It was literally sunny and so nice outside, literally 10 minutes ago. And now I'm walking home in the rain. I took a nap. I feel like I've not really been narrating these, but I'm gonna narrate whenever I remember to. But I took a nap by the river. Wow, it's really starting to come down. Took a nap by the river. I look a little rough. And a man selling beer woke me up. because he was like, do you want a beer? Like right up in my face. I was like, no, I want to sleep. But it's good that he woke me up because now I have a half-hour walk back in the rain. It's fun. And then I haven't gotten food yet today. And so it's getting a little hungry. So I probably should get some kind of food. It's like 4. So there's some time, and then I'll hit happy hour and try and make some friends.
Shanghai.
Hi. We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
It's so funny how confident I was that we were going to win. I literally have nothing in between my 2 ears, and I am so bad at trivia. It was like geography and like movie posters, and you would think me being an actor, I would know movies. I don't. But funny enough, we actually ended up placing and getting free shots. We had a dream team.
We're gonna win. What are we saying? I'm nice and showing.
There we go. Vancouver it is.
Let's even show anymore.
It's delish.
You don't want like it.
It's my first fireball in 4 months. Yes, I'm enjoying it. Yes, I'm enjoying it. Get in.
Hey, cheers, yo.
Yeah, y'all.
To Mills.
There's no line.
It's really tasty. I was expecting that.
I got like a third box. I need some kind of chase.
After this, we all went and got dinner to celebrate our victory, and then we all went to Milch Bar, and I was good friends with one of the bartenders who worked at the hostel, and he told me the next day that after I left, because I was going around and telling everybody to go to Milch Bar that evening, once I left like my group, the whole bar cleared out. Everyone's like, okay, Milch Bar, and there were so many people there that night. So we went and got dinner, went to Milch Bar, had a good night. If anyone from that group is saying this, I love you. I love you so much, and I miss you. And then this is from the next evening with my sweet roommate. We ended up going to this old museum, and it was closed, but they were having like people partner dancing in front and playing this beautiful classical music. So we took a bottle of wine and sat on the steps and drank wine and watched the people dance. And then we ended up finding an old school bus that was transformed into a bar, and we went there for a bit. It was just a really fun evening, and Alberto, if you're saying this, I love you and I miss you. Do you want to be in my vlog? Hi, it's me again. The clips are just getting further and further apart. This is the next evening. What I would do typically was just like sleep in a bit, explore the city during the day, study my personal training in the afternoon, have some dinner, and then go out at night and try and make some friends. So this is somebody that I met that was in my trivia group that ended up staying a little bit longer, and we went to Jaded Monkey, which was like this very beautiful, prestigious cocktail bar, and we had some delicious knockoff espresso martinis. We're in Jaded Monkey.
What's up, world?
We're having an off-brand espresso martini,
There we fucking go.
but it's still fucking fantastic. Fantastic.
This shit is perfect. It's tequila, and then it's like a coffee taste.
And it's
Tastes of
chocolate.
covers
Chocolate. At the very end. It's very
Covers it up perfectly.
It's very nice. To be predictable, but can you guess where this is? Yes, Milch Bar. Surprise, surprise. Ended up making some more friends. Had a really good time. This is the next night. Ended up playing some board games and hanging out with some friends that I met the night before. And shots. So many shots.
Please have me on TikTok. For TikTok.
West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road. Cheers it.
It's raining.
we don't know where we're going.
Just walk in the street. It's
You're
fine.
just trusting on me, that's the problem.
Neither of us has any sense of direction, so we're just walking. Alberto's got it. You got it.
I don't have it.
You don't have
I
it.
don't have it.
So that last clip, and this one is from flash forward a couple nights later with Alberto. We ended up going to this crazy club that was like literally a different club in every single room and different music. So you had like modern, you had pop, you had Latin, you had EDM. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of like this crazy light show. Oh, live, love Alberto. We had such a fun time, and I wish I was able to go here again, but it was very expensive. So I didn't. I ended up making a friend. His name was Julian. He was from Denmark, and he was like, yo, like me and my brothers, we're all going to go hang out at our parents' new house, like whatever. And I understand it wasn't very safe, but I just ended up going with them. Seemed like a good guy. I don't know. But we ended up waiting for the train for 2.5 hours. We started waiting at the train station at like 3:30, and the train didn't come until 6. And then we took an hour train ride to, I don't even remember what it was called, the town. But this is with Julian as the sun is rising, and we ended up having to wait another 45 minutes for a bus once we got there. We got to the guy's house, they were like brothers. We got to their house at like 8:30 in the morning. I slept for like 4 hours on the world's smallest inflatable mattress because they had no furniture in their home. Keep in mind, it's their parents' home. They're from South Africa. And they weren't there yet, so they were just house sitting, I guess. And then I ended up spending most of the day cleaning their home. It was just very frat boy vibes. They had literally lawn chairs in the living room for couches. So I ended up cleaning and sleeping, and we think we made some food at some point. And it was fun, but this is Julian. He's a character.
I got those biscuits.
You got biscuits?
Yeah, Nutella biscuits, they're amazing.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good morning. Good morning.
Amazing trip.
The next night was a Saturday night. I don't even remember how I got home, but I got home sometime around 5 p.m. I think. And then I took a little nap, did a little bit of schoolwork, and then I went to go see the live music at the hostel next door. Why are those lights on? Anyways, went to go see this live music next door, and I was absolutely in love with this man's voice. Just beautiful. And this is me obsessing over how good the music is. And then, funny enough, I went up afterwards to go say hi, get his Spotify. I really liked his music. I liked kind of his message behind his music and everything. He's from Australia. And then me and one of my girlfriends ended up going and getting dinner with him afterwards. And then I ended up, his name was Cooper Lower. Go check him out. I will support him probably until the day I die. He just has such a good message. But we ended up talking at the bar for 2 or 3 more hours, and he invited me to go see his live set the next day. So this is me being introduced to Cooper Lower, and then the rest of Say hi, Alberto. This is Cooper's show the next day. It was absolutely amazing. It was all of his own music. And yeah, I could just download it on Spotify, but I ended up buying a CD and getting him to sign it. I was like, I want to know that I was one of the OG fans of Cooper Lower. So this is him live. Absolutely.
Far away from the coming days. So don't you worry. You will be my resolution.
And then Audrey came and joined me, and we ended up spending the day
Hi,
together.
everyone. Hi. Cheers. But it's and then cheers with your pineapple juice. She's getting her wisdom teeth out tomorrow, so only pineapple juice. But there's nothing to do on a Sunday besides drink. Exactly. So that is what we're doing on a Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Hi, my name's Ollie. This is Jackass.
Went back home, got some dinner, did some schoolwork, blah, blah, blah. You know the deal. After a while in Munich, you just kind of start doing the same thing every night. And I could not afford to just like keep doing tours and like all this stuff. Like after a while it gets old. So I ended up going back to the Munich bar and just trying to make some friends, trying to be social, make the best of my time. Ended up meeting these guys from Ireland and Australia, and then we all hung out and played some.
You're right, guys. I've just met this sexy little fucking girl, man. She's sick. She may be American, so we put her down a peg. But she's like Texas, so we put her back up the peg. But yeah, she's pretty awesome, like. Cheers. Sláinte. Have you got it? Sláinte. I do a lot of these like videos. I like this shit.
I make YouTube vlogs. Do you want to follow me on YouTube?
Yo, no, I was telling her. Subscribe to my YouTube channel,
No,
guys.
I'm serious. I have a YouTube channel.
So do I.
No, you don't.
It won't be as big as yours, but...
I'm 70 subscribers.
I told you we make videos. It's not a real guy, it's a real man. Yeah, but that video is good. Actually, oh what? Oh my god.
I know, we're gonna get both of them. Come on, get it up.
Wait, it's not.
There you go, there you go.
Oh, this was such a nice evening. This was the flash forward to the next day. I ended up making a friend named Nick from California. We went to go watch the sunset at Olympic Park. Here is Nick. Very nice. Hope you're doing well, my friend. It was just beautiful.
Stop. Let's tap the table.
Me and my sister are about 20 months apart, and then take her out, and then it's like 4 years, 5 years.
I know.
And then last one's 4 years.
They told me it was really good.
Words.
I'm gonna get one now.
Yeah. Literally tasted like a fucking mint.
Yeah.
The next day, I ended up going on a date with Constantine, who was the guy from the very first night at Milch Bar. The trauma surgeon. We ended up going around. He kind of gave me like a little bit of like a history lesson. We walked around Munich for a couple hours, ended up getting some food at this Italian place, having a little picnic in the park. This next clip you're about to see is one of the most amazing street performers I've ever seen. This kid, it's really hard to tell, but he was maybe 13 years old and absolutely killing it. Please enjoy. So talented. Always will be one of my favorite things about Europe is people just post it up, dancing everywhere. So much
Wow.
So this night I didn't end up getting it, but because I was literally at that bar almost every single day, whether I was studying or meeting people, hanging out with friends, playing cards, drinking, whatever, I ended up getting a bunch of free drinks this night because I became friends with the bartender, Julian. Julian, if you're seeing this, you stole my bottle of wine and I want it back. But after they closed down the bar, I helped them close, and then me and a lot of other people who worked there ended up just like hanging out and playing cards. And then we went up to Julian's apartment, and he had access to like this rooftop fire escape. And we went up there and talked until the sun came up, and it was really nice. And that was my second to last night there. And then my very last night was also Alberto's last night, who was the one who was my roommate for a week, and we ended up clubbing a lot together, whatever. So we wanted to kind of do a little last dinner together. And so we got kebab from our favorite kebab place and ended up sitting in a park and just kind of hanging out and having dinner. And then the next morning I hopped on a train to Berlin. And here I am. It's been great so far. I've been here for about a week. Saw a German musical, Kiss Me Kate, in German. Very interesting. Last night I ended up going to one of those clubs where you have to cover up your cameras. And it was like a back alley and like just full of like this alley full of doors on each side. And each one was just like this crazy like maze to get in, and like the walls were all painted trippy and you couldn't see 2 feet in front of you because there's so much fog. And it was just like the wildest thing ever. And I feel like I'm not gonna be able to get a lot of footage from any kind of clubbing experiences I have in Berlin, which is I know is what a lot of people are interested in, because they don't allow you to film. And if you try to film, you will get kicked out. So I will try my best. If you know me personally, send me a message on Instagram, send me a message on WhatsApp, what you want to see in Berlin or what kind of adventures you want to see me have. I'm going to go see Russ with one of my friends that I met in Greece in like 3 weeks, and I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun. He's coming here for like 4 days. So, Emil, I will see you soon. And stay tuned for the Berlin adventures. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. And I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.